Oh, Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams. Man, he is, he's interesting. He's interesting. There's going to be problems in Chicago. It's going to be problems in Chicago. Caleb Williams, he looked good that first half. When those scripted plays was going, Ben Johnson was calling everything in the book. And it was working and everybody was celebrating and he's doing all the dances and everything else. That second half came, Brian Flores adjusted to him. Oh my goodness. Did you see the throws? I mean, he was airmailing them. He was throwing them in the dirt. The real Caleb Williams came out. And this is what I talked about last year when we had the slant channel going. These are the things I was worried about with him coming out of college. I had first round mock on Daniel. And I know a lot of people give him a lot of flack on X because he goes in on these quarterbacks. He does tough evaluations on these quarterbacks. And whether he's right or wrong, he's going to give you his opinion. And he's going to stick to his opinion. And a lot of things that he said, a lot of the things that I saw with my own eyes is true. Caleb Williams has a hard time playing on schedule. That's just what it is. They only can keep that beast on the leash, but for so long. And like I said, Ben Johnson had those first 15 to 20 scripted plays, 17 points in the first half. They were rolling. The ball was hitting everybody. Split second decisions by Caleb Williams. You could tell that it was scripted. Hey, I want you to get the ball to DJ Moore. I want you to get the ball to Swift out the backfield. Like they literally put a game plan together for Caleb Williams to stay on course. And it worked the first half. Now, when those scripted plays go out the window, and Brian Flores got to call that defense the way he wanted to, and got to see what Ben Johnson was putting together, and they started to take away some of those things, you saw Caleb Williams' real personality come out. And he starts running around like a chicken with his head cut off. I got to make a play. I got to make a play. I got to be a superhero. I got to be a superhero. And it gets him in a lot of trouble. It gets him in a lot of trouble. We saw Ben Johnson losing his mind over there like, hey, is Jared Goff available? We can send Caleb Williams to Detroit if y'all want him, and we'll take Jared Goff over here in Chicago. This is going to be an ongoing thing. They already went 0-1. I thought they were going to actually beat Minnesota tonight. I thought they were a better team. At least, like I'll say it like this. Between Caleb Williams and J.J. McCarthy, I would have took Caleb Williams. I would have just took Caleb Williams, at least in this game. And the Bears' schedule is not favorable. The Packers just got better and added Micah Parsons. Detroit is in a little bit of a tizzy. They don't look good right now, from all the departures that they had with Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson leaving. I think they just got to kind of figure it out. They're going to be around. So that NFC North is going to be tough. Plus all the other games that the Bears got, and their schedule is rough. It is rough. And if Caleb Williams is playing like this, they're going to be cooked. They're going to be cooked. And I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen. If, we look at the numbers. He went 21 to 35, 211, and a touchdown. And you look at those numbers and you say, hey, he played pretty decent looking at the numbers. But that's how good the first half was and how bad the second half was. It was literally a tale of two halves. and he looked like rookie Caleb Williams. And you can't say, well, the offensive line is so bad and these things. No, he's Ryan Poles and them guys. They've done a good job of bringing people in to solidify the offensive line, and he has weapons all over the place. No excuse. He was the number one pick. He's going into his second year. He's with a mastermind at Ben Johnson, and he just cannot play on schedule. He wants to play backyard football. And, you know, the things that worked in college, even those things didn't work good enough in college because he didn't make a playoff or anything like that. He was getting beat up in that second half. He couldn't see his reads. He was scared to go through his progressions. It's just a lot of things I see in Caleb Williams' game that are like alarming. And he's already not the biggest quarterback. So when he gets to running around in the backfield trying to find somebody and making these like crazy throws, these are going to turn into pick sixes soon. They didn't tonight, but I guarantee you they will. And I know people ain't ready to have this conversation, but if he plays like this, these next couple weeks, and that trend does not turn around, we're going to see Tyler Bagent. That's what's going to happen. And I'm telling you this right now, Tyler Bagent can run this offense. And we're going to be hearing about Caleb Williams being traded. This is not a hot take. I've said this last year. To me, personally, Tyler Bagent has all the tools to be a really, really good quarterback. And if you put Tyler Bagent with Ben Johnson, and if Caleb Williams gets hurt again, he gets hurt because they're not going to want to pull him right now. He's going to have to be atrocious to be pulled. But if something happens where he may get injured for a game, or he's just that bad after another 3 weeks or so, and they just go to Tyler Bagent and Tyler Bagent runs that offense to perfection, we're going to have a problem in Chicago. We're going to have a problem in Chicago. Believe me what I'm telling you right now. I know it sounds crazy, but they gave Tyler Bagent that 2-year deal for a reason, and he's hungry. He's hungry. So, listen, it's early. You know, the season is just starting. I want to take a look at their actual schedule, the Bears' schedule. And let's see who they have coming up. So, they have the Lions next week. Like I said, the Lions are in a transitional period, so we'll see how the Lions look. The pass rush was not there. Aiden Hutchinson, just his first game back, they had the double team on him. So this may be a good game to kind of get going because the Lions are kind of like in disarray right now. They got to kind of get things together. But the Bears' schedule is not all that favorable this year. And if Caleb Williams can't get it together in these first few weeks, I'm telling you right now, he's going to get benched. He's going to get benched. So like I said, they got the Lions coming up next week, and they have the Cowboys the week after. Then they have the Raiders, who I think are going to be a tough out for anybody this year. Then they got the Commanders. Then they got a give me game, maybe, with the Saints. And then they got the Ravens. I mean, they got a kind of tough schedule. So, you know, the pressure on the Bears. Bears got to win at least 10 games this year. They're already off to a bad start. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. To the next video. Peace.